Hi, this is Manajagya. In this session, I'm going to share with you some interesting facts about Walt Whitman. Since I have been recently obsessed with the poems of Walt Whitman, I thought that I should share with you whatever knowledge, whatever interesting facts I personally know about Walt Whitman. So we all know that Walt Whitman was born in the year 1819 in America. He is the most famous American poet along with Emily Dickinson. He is also a very well-known American poet. He was also an essayist and a journalist. And also you have to remember about Walt Whitman that Leaves of Grass was his poetry collection that became very famous. Not only famous but also controversial. Now, let us discuss some interesting facts about this wonderful writer, Walt Whitman. You must know that Walt Whitman had a very tough childhood. Interesting fact number one. Walt Whitman had to leave school at the age of 11 in order to support his family. Interesting fact number two. Walt Whitman has written this poetry collection Leaves of Grass, which is still today very famous, widely read, but at the time while it was written, it was banned in Boston. Why it was banned? It was banned because this work reflected his evolving attitudes regarding human sexuality. At that particular time, homosexuality was not a welcome, it was not natural. Fact number three, it is said that it is believed that Walt Whitman was either homosexual or bisexual. In fact, he loved to be naked around his friends. He once said, "Nature was naked and I was also." So Walt Whitman was known to visit with friends while being completely nude. Fact number four. Walt Whitman was a nurse. He was a missionary during the American Civil War. While he was 42 years old, he was badly affected by the war and hence he decided to serve in the war as a nurse. He stayed in Washington and began a steady rotation of the area's hospitals, bringing food and books to the wounded. Fact number five. When Abraham Lincoln was assassinated in the war, Walt Whitman was so badly affected that he wrote his most famous poem, "O Captain, My Captain." In fact, Walt Whitman has written 4 poems on the death of Abraham Lincoln. Fact number six. Bram Stoker, the author of Dracula series, was a big fan of Walt Whitman. Bram Stoker and his friends called themselves Walt Whitmanites. Fact number seven. Walt Whitman was a health and fitness guru. He was so fond of physical fitness that he wrote many articles for the New York Atlas in the 1850s on fitness. All these articles detail on his approach to diet and wellness. He loved dancing, he loved brisk walks, he loved frequent bathing to cure ills and ward off depression. Fact number eight. Walt Whitman loved to grow beards. He thought that beards were effective barriers against germs. Not an important detail, but because we are discussing interesting facts, we should know this, that Walt Whitman was a health and fitness enthusiast, and so he believed in beards being effective barriers against germs. Fact number nine, Walt Whitman kept revising Leaves of Grass all his life. By the time of his death in 1892, 9 versions of Leaves of Grass had been published, and the last one had around 400 poems. Finally, the last interesting fact about Walt Whitman is that Walt Whitman designed his own tomb. This tomb that he designed for himself was shaped like a house. The monument was paid for using monetary gifts given by admirers, and visitors sometimes here still today leave letters or pennies at the iron gate in front of the grave. Walt Whitman even wrote a well-known elegy for his own death in 1865. So these are some of the important pointers that you need to know and remember about Walt Whitman. I hope the information was useful for you. That's all for this session. Thank you.